Welcome to Strategy Battle Gamers to another GBHL YouTube channel video. You're here with your host, GBHL James.
And GBHL Jamie. And this time it's the Giblin Battle Company.
It's Battle Company
show.
It's the Giblin show! And we're going to see how the Goblins have been getting on. They've been faring quite well with this Battle Companies. Yeah. So they do some bad luck.
I think it's time.
Well, let's see. So what's happened? Last time we burnt down the Rohan village successfully after, all luck going our way. And that drew some orcs.
And the fires of Rohan drew some orcs for easy plunder, and we had to fight them off.
It was not easy plunder, because Giblin was there.
I was
with Warg Marauder.
With Neymar, the rubbish Warg Marauder, you can't wound anything.
That's the one.
Yep. So he was there, and we managed to push the orcs back, got our own gold, and a spider joined our ranks and warned us that some elves were on their way. So obviously these evil forces have been growing around Rohan, so they're going to go sort it out, take a look.
Yeah, these are the Guardians of Middle-earth after all. So what we're going to do, we're going to show you the board now, and we'll talk you a little bit through how Giblin is going to win this. So this is the board that we're going to play on. As you can see, the burnt Rohan village. Over there you have the Giblin goblins emerging, and then over to the right you've got the wooded area from which emerges the High Elves, the Guardians of Middle-earth, led by their lieutenant at the front there. Now, how are each of these forces going to try and win this battle, Giblin?
So basically, how I imagine it is the Great Giblin's not been doing too much in his games. He's been skulking at the back and failing to wound anything.
Time for him to become a champion.
Time to become a champion and actually show that he is strong enough to lead the Giblins. And it's going to be a contest of champions. So whichever of the generals can kill the most of the other force will win. So essentially, one wound from the general equals 1 VP.
So this really is a good general to test himself against. We're going to go into our turn 1 now. So Giblin's Goblins got priority, and immediately Neymar
and Speedray,
the Spider and the Warg Marauder, they charged up to threaten the elven lines because they're in charge distance, which is quite scary. Recognising the threat of the elven marksman, who's at the back, who's trying to prove himself. The what Giblin?
The Great Giblin?
Oh, the Great Giblin, huh? Yeah, got himself some nice meat shields there. You watch this now. All 4 of them will get through. So we are going to go on to shooting now. We've got 4 elven shots. So it's actually the Goblins who are going to be shooting first. They have moved, so they are going to need 6s, and they're going to be shooting at the elven bowman.
The Prowlers need 5s, so they've got to shoot by 4+. So green dice hitting on 5s, blue dice on 6s. Oh, nothing hits.
Nothing for the Goblins. So we're going
to
go.
The Warg Marauder.
Warg Marauder is also going to shoot at the bowman.
Yep. No hits.
No hits. So we're going to go straight into those elves now. And the elves are all going to be shooting at Giblin. As was kind of expected. Okay, so they haven't moved, so they're going to need 3s. Watch me fluff it now.
Yay!
They miss with 2. So do they get through?
Nilbig.
Nilbig. 1 hits Nilbig. Does it kill him on a...
5.
5 to kill him? No. Does the next one get through?
That's bit on the space. Yes.
Yep. Does it get through the Warg?
No.
No. Needing 5s to kill the Warg.
Oh.
Hey! And which Warg is that?
That is Burn.
So Burn goes down. With that, that's the end of the shooting. We're going to go into next turn priority.
You get a 5.
With a 5.
Come on, win it. Yeah!
So that's my priority. Oh, that's not good. I've just realised that's not good. Okie doke. So we're going to go into our move. So the Brave Elves getting priority. They did a strategic withdrawal out of charge range. Only by moving the board edges, of course. Out of charge range of what's his name?
Neymar.
Neymar
and Speedray.
In the meantime, Giblin moves up at the back of his horde there. So it was elven priority. The elves are just going to shoot at Giblin. It makes sense. Let's just shoot at him.
Force.
So 4s to hit.
Hooray!
1 hits, but watch this one get all the way through. The first guy? No. Okay, so here's the first guy.
Nilbig or Giblin?
Nilbig. Whoever's closest to me. So 5s to kill him? No. So all of the shooting of the elves is wasted.
Just check my ranges. Yep. So those three will shoot the captain.
So those three shooting the captain, needing 5s on the greens.
5s on the greens.
Oh.
2 hits. 6s to wound. So do that again. Would be really nice. No.
No. Blimey, that was scary.
These two from here will shoot the bowman.
Shooting the bowman.
No.
Nothing. So with that, we're going to go to the next turn priority. And you get it, and you didn't want it.
That's fine. I'll take it.
Yeah, you take it. So here's how it's looking after the end of the turn. So the Warg Marauder Namad charged in. Very, very brave. Charged in on the elven lines. As you can see there, the elves quickly surrounded him, despite him being terror causing. And the same happened over here with the spider. Speedray. Like Seadray.
Yeah, Sidney.
Seadray. It's not cider. He's not a spider. He's a speedray. But what happened before that was that Giblin called a heroic march.
No, not Giblin, Nilbig.
Nilbig. Sorry, because Nilbig has managed to get a point of might somehow.
Last game.
Because the goblins are incredibly
Lucky.
unlucky. Now, we are going to go into the... Are you going to shoot? Are you going to do any shooting?
I ran full... I've got 2 shots with the Warg Marauder. I'm going to shoot the general.
Oh, this could be... If he does it,
Sixes.
oh, because the general here, at the start of the combat phase, is going to call a heroic combat.
Yep.
So, we're going to come back in. So, we're going into the heroic combat from the elven lieutenant. So he's going to faint because of course we're high fight value across the board, as is the arch there who is carrying a sword. He's also going to be using his two-handed, so he is going to be the purple dice. So do we get the 6?
Oh, for what it's worth.
Yeah, of course you got a 6. You're a marauder. Marauders get 6s. So we're going to roll these dice twice. The green dice is fainting, as is the purple
roll the
dice.
heroes 2 first. See if he gets the points for wounding.
Okay. Does he get points?
Yeah, it's points per wound.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. So the general first.
So needing 4s. He's got 2 dice.
He's got 2 dice, needing 4s.
No. If you want to use your last button might to make that a wound.
Has he got 2 points on that?
Yeah, I gave him 2.
Yeah, me too.
For this game.
Yeah, it's well worth it.
So all might's gone.
Oh,
That's
interesting.
1 VP for the elves.
So 1 VP for the elves, and then we've got everything else which we need to roll twice, which needs 5s.
Yep.
So I need 5s.
1, 2.
1, 2 there.
Come on!
So you're dead.
Oh yeah, I thought you took a wound.
Yeah.
Damn it.
So luckily the Marauder goes down and the heroic combat continues. So here's how it's looking after heroic combat. The elven general has charged forward. He is going to feint. It is those 2 on 3.
Yeah.
Those 2 on 3. So let's see what happens.
They're
We
feinting.
get a 5. So let's see what happens.
Oh.
And the elf gets a 6.
So you need 5s to wound.
So 5s to wound. He's re-rolling 1s here.
Yep. It's a wound.
So he kills 1.
Which one?
He will kill.
Nilbig.
Does he have a point of fate?
Both have. Both sergeants.
Nilbig.
Fair point. Oh, he's gone.
He's gone. And the other attack.
That's 2 for the elves.
The other attack needing 5s.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's fine.
he's fine. So we're going to go straight into the next elven combat. Again, we're going to feint with the guy in front.
Yep. Another 1. I got a 1.
So the elves take it. So the
5s.
fainting dice is the purple dice, needing 5s all round. No. So he actually survives. So we're going to go into the spider next. All of the elven bowmen will faint.
Yep.
And then we've got the 3 spearmen as well.
It's a 5.
So you get a 5. So do they get a 6?
You can do it. You get 5. Yeah.
Yes. Yep. Oh, all over the place. Here we go.
Do you
So
know ball?
here's trapped. Here's trapped. I lost
4s.
Here we go. So needing 4s.
And he dies.
And he's dead with the 2. So spider, marauder, and a goblin sergeant killed in that. We're going to go into the next turn priority. Get a 2.
Give them a call a heroic move.
Of course he will. It makes complete sense. So we're going to go into the combat phase. This is how it's looking after all the elves have rushed in on the goblins. So I'm going to start off with a fainting elf and a normal elf. Fighting just a 1. Just on 1. So you can drop
Okay,
it.
go for it.
You get a 4. That's not bad.
Oh, 6.
It's not as good as the 6. So the fainting is re-rolling. Do that first. Nope.
Yeah.
And then the other one, needing 5s. No re-rolls. Oh, and just get it. And that's him there.
So his fate point?
Oh, he's got a fate point this one.
Oh, not good enough though.
And he goes down. Wow. So next up, we've got the 2-on-1. We've got a fainting elf.
Prowler will go piercing striking.
So Prowler's piercing striking. You get a 6.
Oh.
And elves get a 6. So
down to defense 3. So force to wound.
So force to wound, re-rolling 1s.
Yep.
And on him again, needing 4. Yeah. And the Prowler goes down. Next up, we're going to do the elf lieutenant, who is going to feint, and his spear buddy behind against Scald. Scald gets a 6. Oh, and it's only a 2. So Scald
do
take down.
5s. Oh, it's a wound.
And it's a wound, so he's got
2 fates.
2 fate point. He's got no might left, so he needs this. Oh, and he passed it on the first attempt. So he's down a fate point. Those are moved back. Oh.
Cheating.
A bit of cheating there, a bit of casual cheating. Next up, we've got the 4 elves here. They can't feint against 2 goblins. 3. Nice. And we get that 6. So there's nothing special here. Can move back to normal. We need 5s. And he goes down. And finally, we've got Bingil versus not a fainting.
I'll just fight normally as well.
Yeah, so you're fighting normally.
We get it.
And we get it. So we need a 5. No. And wow.
End of the turn. On the 6th, does the game end? Your priority? Because I'm now broken.
You're now broken.
Ooh.
You kind of almost want it to
Yeah.
end now before more die. So it's priority.
Yeah. You take it. And
Priority.
a heroic move, I guess.
Yeah. Last point of might.
Yeah.
Last point of might.
Courage test. But it will! Yes!
And Giblin keeps it together with his last point of will. Going to go into movement now. So, whereas Jamie is usually really nice to the Dwarven band when they're getting horrifically beaten, I, on the other hand, apparently, according to our games master, I'm fighting a Balrog in the next phase. Yeah, we couldn't do any worse than what we've done against goblins. So, we're going to go into the combat phase. Now, I did get priority, so I'm going to start off with the Giblin fight. We've got 2 fainting elves and an elf spearman.
I'll faint as well.
Against you. She gets a 5. You put no might. Do we get a 5? We get the 6. So
5 to wound.
he's not trapped. 5s to wound. Rerolling 1s on the blue dice. And just 1.
First fate point.
First fate point.
Second fate point. He's fine. He's got enough fate. He's got nothing left.
So Giblin has got nothing left. He survives. We're going to go into the next fight now, which is going to be Prowler on 3.
Let's go for 4.
We get the 5.
5s.
5s to wound.
Goes up.
And he goes down.
Eek.
Oh. Next up, we've got this Elven General fighting Scald. The Elven General and the Elf behind trapping are going to feint. What does Scald get? Scald gets a 5. It's respectable, but it's not enough. So we'll start off with the fainting General, needing 5s, rerolling 1s.
Gets him.
And he gets him. Scald goes down. And another point for the Elven General. And lastly, we've got Lingib II against a fainting High Elf. Nearly a wipeout here.
Go!
It's a 4. And they take it. So he can escape, so we just need 5s, rerolling 1s on that. They've got him anyway. So wow. The goblins have fallen.
Do you have your priority on a 5 the game ends?
On the 5 the game ends.
Oh.
Giblin might die. Priority.
6.
The last thing that you needed.
Well, let's have a captain off.
The captain on.
Yeah.
Let's do it! I'm up for it. I'm going to go to movement now. So I'm being called out for trapping Giblin here. We're going to start with Big Nil first. We've got 2 fainting elves and 2 supports. Got dice. So he gets a 2.
That's a 1.
Oh no.
He's well trapped.
So he's trapped, so we need 5s, rerolling 1s. Go, and then again. Yeah. And he goes down. So this is it. It's 1-on-1. Does Giblin survive? We've done this in the flood. We're actually having an off here.
Yep. I'll faint.
I will not go two-handed.
Yeah.
Will I faint as well?
You can drop down to 2, I can drop down to 1.
No, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, makes sense.
4, it's slightly above average. Elf! Oh! Elf takes on fight value. Trapped, Giblin.
Trapped. We're back into it.
Needing 5s?
Yep.
Needing 5s?
Oh,
Giblin goes down.
So wipeouts.
And the elves have been wiped out, just like
The
the
elves have been
dwarves.
wiped out.
Sorry, the Giblins have been wiped out, just like the dwarves. Our battery's running low, so we're going to come back in a second and see what happens to them. So, we're going to roll and see the fate of
The entire company.
I'm trying to get Giblin's reactions in this as well. So we're starting off with...
Nick Bill. He's fine for the next game.
He's fine for the next game. Next up is Lingib the second.
He's fine
Fine for the next game.
Damn it, I'm using all the good rolls now. Big
Big
Neil.
Neil,
He's missing the next game.
missing the next game.
Bill Nick. He's dead.
Bilnig is dead.
Bingill. He's fine. Scald. He's dead.
Scold is dead.
Burn. He's missing the next game. Speedray.
Die! 1! No! Speedray!
Neymad.
Die! Oh, he misses the next
Misses the next
game.
game.
It was close.
Right, his I need to get
2d6 for the heroes. Come on, die, Giblin, die.
Nilbig. 7. He makes it
Seven's
full
right.
recovery.
Full recovery.
Gilbin. 9. It's a flesh wound. He's got to miss the next game.
Ouch.
And the Giblin.
Double ones! That's fun.
He's not dead. 9. Hero must miss next game.
Wow.
So
Only 4 getting through. And Scald,
Scald, Speedray,
Bilnig, and Speedray are down. So a brutal scenario. But we're going to go into the campfire now.
Well, hold on. Burn needs
upgrades.
to roll for his upgrades. Does he become a hero basically on a 6? Nope. And it was also Archer Nigbill. Did he survive? Yeah, he survived. Does he promote on a 1 to 3? He doesn't. So he's going to become a Prowler.
So Nick Bill becomes a Prowler.
This is the one that died.
This is the desolation of the elves. We're going to go around the campfire now. We're around the campfire. The battery's about to go. If it cuts off, happy strategy battle gaming. Not a good matchup.
No. It was meant to be Galadrim, well, Wood Elves and Galadrim to make it even, but I forgot them, so we played with High Elves and they got absolutely destroyed.
And I stopped playing in the spirit of the game.
Yes, you did.
I became an absolute... Well, you know what I became.
Yeah.
But it has evened it out.
A little.
Where we tried to even it out by making things easier for the dwarves, that clearly didn't work. So we had to go the other way.
Make it harder for the
Make it
goblins.
really hard for the goblins. So hope you enjoyed that. Be interesting.